Go. Welcome everybody to Just 5 Minutes with John and Mark, and the topic for today is how do we establish dynamic leadership, invigorated, energetic and dynamic leadership. Well, just a quick reminder to set the scene with this slide here, that at Goodfoot we're working at all those levels on the pyramid to establish really brilliant organizations. And of course the leadership bit, well, we can see that on the pyramid. But just to suggest, of course, that it's increasingly thought that leadership is not a positional thing only, but it is also a skills-based thing. We can have leaders at all levels in the organization because they're leaders in their field, and cultivating this sense of being a leader in my field, in my area of expertise, I think is essentially really healthy, but it means that we are establishing dynamic leadership all the way through the organization, not just in the top echelons. John, I don't know how you feel about that, but leadership is a thing that everybody can get some part of, right?
Yeah, very much so. I mean, I think we all need to be led, and we all need to take the reins and do the leading. I think there's many reasons for that. You know, I think that it builds trust, it builds rapport. You know, when we're connecting with people, because ultimately leadership is, for me, about listening and developing you know, a strong team. So yeah, I think that you could do that no matter what job, what position, how many people. Yeah, 100%, Mark.
Yeah, and I think never before, or you hear this a lot, John, never before have we needed this. Is that, and it's true, never before have we needed leadership. You know, I think we're coming out of a tough situation with COVID. We're going to hybrid working. We're talking about inclusivity. It's like, well, I used to just do a job, right? And now I've got all of this other stuff to consider to manage the team. And leadership itself is becoming absolutely fundamental, especially as a lot of clients we're talking to at the moment, and you're talking to, John, too, are having challenges getting the right people, right? Attracting the right skill set is getting quite a tough challenge for an awful lot of organizations. So I think we've got a few tips here, John, on leadership. So do you want to kick us off on that?
Yeah. I was, as you were talking, I was thinking about different leaders who have inspired me, and certainly the leaders who haven't really been leaders in a traditional sense. You know, the figurehead, the person forging forward. You know, the person that I'm thinking of the most is somebody who very much developed me. It wasn't about them at all. It was about developing the team, empowering people, you know, not holding on to, you know, to power and skills, but actually empowering others. Yeah. And I think that's a massive tip to be a leader. Empower people, give them the power to lead, you know, give them the power to step into your shoes, because ultimately everybody benefits that way. And that feeds back into what you were saying, Mark, about this environment that we're in, you know, hybrid working, you know, inclusivity. There's many things, and you know, going on at the moment, but true leadership, you know, is about that empowerment, that everybody can step in and everyone can use their own strengths.
So there's a big element of inclusivity there then, John, isn't it? Is instead of the old hierarchy structure of telling people what to do, you're engaging with them, which we kind of all get now. And it does lead me to a thought here that I've been saying for years, of course, that you lead in your own style, you lead in your own way. But actually I've concluded there's one thing that's non-negotiable. If you're a leader, you've got to have it. Like, it's absolutely non-negotiable. You have to do this or you will never lead. So I hope everybody watching is thinking, what is that element? Well, here's my suggestion. You have to have, without any adjustment, a negotiation at all, a positive view of the future. You have to communicate the future's a good place, and even if it's a tough place, we're going to do well. And it doesn't matter what level of leadership you're at, what kind of arena of leadership, no matter how special it is, or specialist, I'm sorry, it is, indicating the future's going to be good and we're going to make it good is an essential character of leadership. Now, some of us do it naturally. Some of us don't do it naturally. It doesn't matter. We have to learn to do that one thing, to have and communicate a positive view of what the future could be.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? I was on tenterhooks waiting to hear what you were going to say. So yeah, no, definitely a great point. And all the people that I've wanted to work for and with the most have been positive, but they've also been decisive. You know,
Right.
I'm somebody who responds very well to strong, fast decisions. But I do think that to drive a team forward, you need to have a clear strategic direction and not be, you know, afraid of making the tough decisions. But I will say the leaders that I respect the most are the ones who go back to data. So they make those decisions and whilst they've considered the information around them.
Thanks, John, and thanks everybody for watching. We hope to see you next time. That was a little discussion there about dynamic leadership. Do get in touch with us. Send your views, send your thoughts. We would love to know what you think, and we will include what you think in future broadcasts. Thank you for your time. Take care. Talk soon.
Bye.